welcome back. We are gonna do a weekly makeup basket, or as you guys might know it as weekly makeup basket. So we're gonna shop my stash. I put everything away 100% in my beauty room clean with me that I posted a couple of days ago. So we're starting from scratch. So if that sounds like something you like to watch, then just keep watching. Here we go. Alright guys, so in that weekly makeup basket, that beauty room video, I put away all my makeup and I made some new drawers. So this top one is makeup that is either brand new to me or was passed along to me, so it's new to me at any rate. And then under that are my chopping block items, and then under that is just my regular collection. I am getting over being sick, or still kind of sick, but I'm getting there. So my voice is a little stuffy, so hope that doesn't bother you guys. So I wanted to pick a few items out of here. We have a lot, and I think what I want to do is start with this Violet Voss palette. This was in my BoxyCharm Luxe box. I talked about that in my last Shop My Stash. That was with my friend Chelsea with a Y, and we never ended up doing her makeup. We just ran out of time. But I do want to pull this. So this is the Violet Voss Holy Grail palette, and this is what it looks like. And Jam Beauty 89 says this is one of her favorite palettes for 2018. So I want to give it some love. It's just a lot of nice warm tones, and I've always wanted to try Violet Voss shadows. So I'm excited to have this and play with it. I guess I need somewhere to put all this. Alright, so that's going to be good for eyeshadows. I don't want to pull too much. And I also wanted to pull, this was given to me by a subscriber, and that video was in Vlogmas as well. But this is Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl in Diamond Dust. And this is one that is kind of dual chrome. And I've always wanted to try it because it randomly goes on sale, but I just never did. But it has like these pink shifts to it, so I think that would be really fun to play with as well. And I don't want to pull too much out of here, so I think we'll just leave it at that. And we will go down to the next drawer for chopping block items. Okay guys, I hope you don't mind this angle. I played with it a little bit in that beauty room clean with me, and I kind of like it, just to switch it up a little bit. You're on like a top view instead of being right by the side. Okay, so these are items. I am in the middle of doing my makeup inventory and declutter. I have 3 more videos to film in that series before it's done. But the items that I am not sure if I want to declutter, actually, this pure was a declutter item, so that needs to go away. But items I'm not sure if I want to declutter or not are basically living in here for me to make a final decision about. So some of these will be in weekly makeup baskets, and some will be actually in get ready with me's. But yeah, so let's go in with Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is a palette called Pink Passion, and the reason this is on my chopping block is not necessarily because of it, but because I own so many things that look like it. So yeah, it has a nice peach blush. It has a nice like baby pink, which I don't really like baby pink, so I might just mix the peach and baby pink together. And then it has like just a nice standard pink color. So I will go ahead and pull this for a blush this week. And I think I will also, no, I don't want to pull too much at once because I really want to just really item by item see how I feel about them. So we are going to just leave it at that. I do have my Project Pan item stuff in here. This is a mixture of ongoing Project Pan and also 2019 Project Pan that we need to talk about together. But I don't really want to mess with Project Pan this week, so we're just going to have a week off from it. Alright, so that is everything for this drawer. Let's go down to the next, which are blush, bronze, highlight. Alright, so for highlight, I want to actually go through and pull this guy. This is another Anastasia product, and this is Amrezy, and this has actually been re-released. It is their highlighter that came out this summer. I believe it was this summer. It was limited edition, but they brought it back out, and it's just like this beautiful gold highlight. So I really like it, and I want something a little bit more wearable than this chrome pink highlight that we have from Laura Geller. So yes, girl, I've been dying to pull it back out since I saw it was re-released. I'm gonna stick to those blushes, I think. Do I want to pull something else? Yeah, let's just pull one more thing. So this is the It Cosmetics Je ne sais quoi. This is one of my favorite blushes for this time of year. So it is an ombre blush, and it's just absolutely stunning. I don't really know what color. It's kind of like a pink with peach in it, but sometimes it pulls to be a little bit, what's the word? Vampy-ish. So it's just kind of a nice, well-rounded blush that you can really play up or wear a little bit more natural. So gonna pull that for the week. And I wanted to tell you guys, so I am recently engaged. You guys have seen me talk about it a little bit on my channel, but I work out all the time. You guys know I'm a group fitness instructor and a personal trainer. So I don't want to wear this ring to the gym because I just don't want it to get messed up over time or lost or whatever. So I bought these little silicone rings off Thunderfit from Amazon, and so this pack was like $12 and you get a few options. And I have seen these on like YouTube, some YouTubers wear them, and I see ads on Instagram, but when I announced in my class the day after I got engaged that I was engaged, but you guys will probably never see the ring because I'm not going to wear it to the gym. I don't want it to get messed up. Someone after class came to me and she told me of a different brand, but she said that her and her husband wears the silicone rings and they really love them. So I wanted to pick some up. So I just wanted to show those, and I'll link them down below just in case. Or the member from class said that her husband, with his job, he just like wanted an option to like not mess up his ring, so he actually wears the silicone rings all the time. So yeah, anyways, back to the makeup. I want to pull a bronzer from here, and what do I want to pull? I think I'll actually go to the Sweet Tea bronzer. This is by Too Faced, and I really do enjoy it. It's kind of two-toned, or you can just swirl them all together, which is what I usually end up doing. And I just really like that it can be a little bit cooler, or I guess it's mostly a warmer bronzer, but mixed together. It just looks really nice on the skin, and it's buildable, so it's not like intense with the first application. You build it up to look like that. I don't think I'm going to pull a palette. Yeah, I've actually really been into contouring a little bit. So let's just go ahead and pull back here. Can't really see, but I'm putting back my Hourglass just for like a week. I just want to kind of take a break. But let's pull this Smashbox. This is the Cali Contour palette, and I got it a while back, but I haven't really given it much love. But I want to play a little bit with this for under the eyes, and then a little bit with the contouring and highlights. So we'll pull this guy, and it has a really nice mirror on it, and it's like heavy. It's good quality. Alright, going down to the next drawer. Okay, here's my eyeshadow palette drawer. I don't want to pull a lot or anything really because I pulled that Violet Voss palette, but I did put, like I said, everything 100% away. So I'm pulling my Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Eyelid Primer for my eyeshadows. And I also want to pull back in my Anastasia. No, you know what? Let's switch it up. Let's go back to what I was using before. Actually, some of this unopened makeup comes out up top. Alright, let's pull in the It Brow Power. And this one is in Universal Taupe. Haven't pulled this in a little while. And then I also want to pull in, I opened up a new one of the Drama Liquid pencil from Lancome, and this is Noir Intense. I really like, this is like my favorite eyeliner because it's kind of like gel. It's really nice. Okay. Let's see. I want to, what do I want to do? Let's grab the Brow Gal from Tanya Crook. This came in BoxyCharm a while ago, and honestly, this is probably the last week with it because it's a little dried up and hard to get use out of it. And I actually opened it in June, and it has, does it say when it goes bad? It doesn't say on, oh, 12 months. So, so I'm actually good for a while, but I'm kind of having trouble getting use out of it. So I'll decide after this week if I want to use it some more, or just throw it on the floor. Alright, we are using two mascaras still. This is the Wonder Beauty Unlashed, and I am really enjoying it. And then my favorite Benefit, they're real. I like mixing them together or just using the Wonder Unlashed by itself. So we'll keep pulling that guy. And let's see. I think that's it. I'm going to pull this NYX Glitter Glue for the shimmers in the Violet Boss palette. I'm not sure how they are, but I want to have this as an option in case I don't really like them or they need a little bit of a punch on them. So I think that's going to be everything from here. Let's go down to face. Alright, face. So for primer, I want to use the Laura Mercier. This is their Radiance Primer, and I really like this, and I haven't used it in so long, so we're going to go back to that. And I think for foundation, actually, I have one in my 2019 project plan basket that I'm trying to work through, or to get together for you guys. But I want to pull two foundations. The first one is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Longwear Foundation, and this one is in 1-in-1 cream, and I think it wears really nice on top of the Laura Mercier Radiance Primer. And I saw they're coming out with a Radiance version of this, which is kind of intriguing, but calm down, Abby. But we're also going to pull a more like hydrating, illuminating one, which is the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. And this one is in LC1. I really like this, and I've noticed this has been low-key talked about this year, but it's like an everyone's favorites video, so I see you, Physicians Formula, living that low-key life. And for, I will go ahead and pull the another Physicians Formula product, their Butter Highlight in Pearl. Did you guys see that they came out with eyeshadows in their butter formula? Anyways, Becca Underlight, or the brightening cream, I'm going to pull that for under my concealer or tap it on top. I kind of mix up how I do it. We're going to put Tarte to the side for now. And let's just keep using the Maybelline Better Skin. This one is in 10 Ivory. I need to take the stopper out this week because I'm almost out of it. I'm going to keep that. And I need a loose setting powder, so I think we're going to... Dang, I was looking for this the other day and I could not find it. Just a tiny travel size all-nighter. Okay, I see you. We're going to actually go back to Hourglass. This is the Veil Translucent Setting Powder. I have been using the Laura Mercier, although I am using Laura Mercier products this week. I'm going to pull, do I want to pull both? Let's be extra, let's pull both. So we'll pull the Veil Translucent Powder when I use the Laura Mercier foundation. And then, no. We'll use the Laura Mercier when we use that foundation. This one is in Glow. And we'll use this one when we set it over the Healthy foundation. Yeah, that makes sense. That's what we're doing. And I want to pull Hourglass Dim, this guy. We've been riding together for over a year, and I absolutely love it. So we're going to pull that little guy. And finally, for lips, I need to pull back out my lip balm from Jack Black. This one is in Shea Butter. And I also want to pull in Milani Matte Blissful. It's like a cool tone pink. And I also want to pull in, I think, let's go with Buxom. So this is Buxom White Russian. It's been a while since I've used these. So that is what we're going to go with. So I'm going to put it all together and you can see what we're working with. Dang, I forgot we're going to pick out brushes together. I pulled out all my brushes to be washed, and we need to pull some new ones. So first off, I need a new beauty blender pulled out. So I actually have a couple of backups because these two from Too Faced from the Tutti Frutti collection, I didn't even know that Too Faced had collabed with Beauty Blender, and I don't even know, it's just the original one. So I think it's just like the packaging that they collabed on. I'm not really sure, but it was like November-ish. They had 30% off Too Faced website, and that included Beauty Blender, this collab. And I was like, oh my gosh, that makes the Beauty Blender like $12 or something like that. So I had to jump on it. So I got two, and then I had one that I picked up during like a VIB sale. And the black one is definitely my preference, but I'm going to go ahead and pick one of the pink ones. And it's so hard during a sale to know, like, should I have gotten more? Should I have not gotten more? But with these three, that's quite a bit of time. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to pull a new beauty blender. And then these are my brushes. So on top are my face brushes, and on the bottom are my eye brushes. Okay, I am in some sort of weird phase of my life where I love makeup brushes. Like, I just want all of them. I don't know why I keep like wanting to buy more, and it's just kind of a weird stage because obviously I don't need any more. This is mostly face brushes, but there are a few little face brushes mixed in just because I ran out of room over here. So this is a bag that I got off Amazon probably a year ago at this point, but this is what I leave on my vanity to put my brushes in. So I do face brushes on one side. This does come out, and I'm actually going to take it out and just store it back here. That's nice for travel, to put like your beauty blender or whatever in it. I'm going to take this out. And then on this side, I like to do my face brushes. And what I like about this particular thing is there are like the slots. But here's like a little tip for you guys. When you're buying these bags on the internet or you're on this at the store, really pay attention to how big these slots are, because a lot of brushes, like Real Techniques, won't fit if the slot is too small. So just keep that in mind. But I like that it has like this undivided side, so you can fit whatever you want in it. So I think that would be ideal if you're buying a makeup bag, just because it's easy to slide in and you know that your brush size is going to fit. And then there's some smaller sizes up here, and then these are all pretty big, which is nice, and it has a zipper up here. But I like leaving this on my desk because I could just close it, and I usually don't zip it, but I could, and it just ensures that like lint or dirt or whatever is not going to land on my brushes, because when you have them out in the cups, you know, they're just prone to like bugs. Not bugs, but you know, like flies fly around sometimes. Like, you just don't want anything like living in them. So I really like this. And I have been better about picking few brushes and switching it out often so it doesn't get too full. And I'm also ensuring I'm always washing my brushes, trying to get better about that. So, here we go. I like to do a powder brush, and my favorite powder brush is this limited edition one from the Tarte Unicorn collection. This did come back out recently and might still be out on Tarte's website, but it's a part of a huge package or whatever, so it's super expensive within it. So anything that's domed is what I like for loose powders, because the little tip gets into the loose powder, and then you can put it all over your face, and it doesn't create such a big mess like something like this would. So we're going to pull that Tarte Dome brush. I need something to set underneath my eyes, and what I really like for that are these Luxe brush. Alright, so I have a couple of those Luxie brushes that came from BoxyCharm. I have those new ones that I need to wash, but I have a couple of other ones, but maybe they are being washed as well, because I am not really seeing them. Here we go. So this, I really like also domed brushes for setting underneath the eyes. So this one is the Luxie by 22 Tapered Highlight. Highlight, this isn't my preference. This is really nice for tapping under your eyes. A more, like an easier one to get a hold of are the 300 brushes from Real Techniques. They have it both in their bold line, and then if you got this limited edition purple one, they it's at TJ Maxx right now, and they have it pretty much in all of their lines. They're just called something a little bit different. So this one is 302, this is 300, but it's just something a little tapered like this. Are really nice for setting underneath the eyes. And I also like brushes like this for highlight. For highlight, I think I will just go with this. And if you're overwhelmed by brushes, like looking at all this and hearing me talk about it, you're like, oh my god, I don't know what you're talking about, just get anything Real Techniques. This is what their standard line looks like with the pink and the black handles. Just get one of their sets and you'll love it. So for highlight, we're going to do the 300 by Real Techniques. These brushes are expensive if you buy them full price. I think this is like $15. But always wait till they get them on sale. They always go buy one, get one half off, or sometimes they'll just be 30% off all of them. So that's what we're going to use for highlight. And then we have under the eyes. And then for contour, I just like the standard Real Techniques contour brush, and this comes in like their 5-piece set. Really like this. And then we need one for blush. I have found my preference for blush are like angled brushes that are kind of fluffy. And so this one came in an Amazon set, but Wet n Wild has one that is just like this. That is $1, which mine is being washed right now, or I need to wash it, I should say. It's not washing itself. But yeah, so we're gonna use this. This, like I said, came from an Amazon kit. I'll link it down below. But I just really like these angled fluffy ones because you can just kind of like brush it on without it being too intense. And then I need something for bronzer. My favorite bronzer brush is the, oh my gosh, this is what I was looking for. Okay, anyways, my favorite bronzer brush is the Real Techniques Multitask Brush that also comes in a set. And I need multiples of that. Need, want, same thing. But it's not available right now. This is actually what I love for highlight. So this is the Real Techniques setting brush. So I'm going to put back this Real Techniques. This is my favorite highlighting brush, and you can buy this by itself for $10. And I just love it, love it, love it. I need multiples of that as well. Anyways, back to bronzer. I picked up these from Marshall's. They were on sale, or TJ Maxx probably. And I think it's pretty similar to this brush, just a little bit, yeah, it's a 302. So it is the exact same thing as this one. But it has the same number, but obviously this is a way more fluffier. But I'm going to try this for bronzer. I think because it's a little bit pinched in, this would be nice for bronzer. And then one brush I haven't pulled out in a while. I bought this a long time ago because of Casey Holmes. It's the Makeup Academy Professional Stippling Brush. And this one is at CVS. It's like exclusive to CVS. And when I washed it, it dyed the bristles. They were white. But I bought it because she runs a stippling brush over her makeup when she's done, and for a while this was the one she used. So I want to go back to doing it just to add one more step of blending. And then the final brush I need is for my Hourglass powder that I finally set my, like I do as a final step. And I think what I want to use for that is I like something a little bit smaller so I can get through the contours of my face, but I don't want something super dense. Something like this. So this is a Real Techniques contour brush, but as you can see, the ones that are limited edition packaging, they aren't exactly the same as the original. So this one is a lot more fluffier than the original. So I like to use it for my Hourglass powder. And finally, I kind of go in moods where I like to put my makeup on, my foundation on with a foundation brush and then go over it with my beauty blender. And so I want to have a brush on standby for that. And what I really like using is I have a Morphe one because like with these brushes for foundation, you can only use them for a few days and then they need to be washed. Or maybe you can probably get a week out of it. But it just gets like so separated and nasty from the foundation, so I typically have to wash a lot of them. But I like one that is dense and a little bit bigger. And I think what I want to use, and sometimes I'll even use like a traditional foundation brush like this, but it's not like ideal sometimes. Here we go. So this is the Expert Face Brush. It's super dense. This is from Wet n Wild. It also comes in one of their five-piece sets. But I also have like these brushes. This is from TJ Maxx iBeauty brand, and these are so nice. The only thing is they're kind of hard to wash, but they are so soft and like foundation just like glides over it. So maybe I'll pull one of these. Yeah. I'll have to pull this in a week anyways, but I really like this. My mom got me this set for Christmas last year. I've kind of switched up how I clean my brushes, and I'm going to show you guys that in the next week or so, but I think that will help with me clean these. So that is everything for face brushes. And now we need something for eyes. So what I like for eyes is to get like a big packing brush. I totally forgot I had that. Where did I buy that? Okay. Oh no, this came in BoxyCharm. Okay. It's like I don't have any memory of going to a store and buying that. Because I didn't. Alright. So I like to get a brush kind of like this that's flat and fluffy and a little bit pinched. That's what I like to set my skin toned eyeshadow down with. So this is just a little thing that came in, I think it's Crown Brush, and came in Ipsy like a long time ago. So we're going to pull that. And then I like to have a couple of these fluffy brushes like this, that they're just full and fluffy. I like going with the above my crease color with these just to kind of slap some color in. So I like to have a couple of options. So this one is from ColourPop, their E2. I've bought it a while ago, but still haven't used it. And then this came in BoxyCharm, but it's one of the Alamar crease brushes. So we'll use this guy, and then I like to have something a little bit more pinched in for the actual crease. So something like this, so it's not as fluffy and it's pinched in the middle. And this is the ColourPop E1. And I like to have a couple of options like that. So let's go in with, oh, this is one of my favorites. It's already worn off. I've had it for a couple years, but this is the It by Ulta crease brush. It's actually more along the lines of these, but I like having some options. My favorite brush for in the crease is one from Wet n Wild, their base shadow brush, but I think the two that I own are being, I need to wash everything. My life, I need to wash. So I think that is gonna be, oh, this is new to me. Okay, this is it. This is the base shadow brush, but in limited edition packaging. But you can see it's a little bit pinched in, so it's really nice for wiggling like a darker color into your crease or whatever you want to do. So then after that, this is another good one. This is the Morphe M518, and it's like a little bit pinched in, or did it just go flat? I think it's more along the lines of these guys. So I like to have a few options for those. And I like having okay. So then I also like having a couple that are like this, like super flat and dense, to tap color on my lid. So this is a Wet n Wild one. These Wet n Wild brushes are so good, and they're only $1. And then this is what the same Tarte collection, but it's super flat, and I like that a lot about it. And then I like to have just a couple of little pencil brushes. So this one is the E9 from ColourPop, and you can see super tiny pencil brush that is nice for the outer edge. And I'll grab one of these from BoxyCharm. I don't even remember like what brand it was, but it's nice for putting color on the outer edge of your eye. And I also finally like to have one of these brushes that looks like, I have a couple of options here. I think just these 3 maybe, yeah. So these are just round fluffy brushes, and these are nice for when you're done with your makeup to clean up the edges. So there's one from Sonia Kashuk, the 116, and then these two are the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush, but like I said, things that are limited edition aren't necessarily the same quality as their standard ones, so we're going to have a couple of those options as well. With eyeshadows, I like eyeshadow brushes. I like to have a lot of variety, just because with the eyeshadows and being different colors, if they get dirty really easily, and so it's nice to have a couple of options so you don't end up having the wrong color on your eye because you use a dirty brush. Oh, okay, this is the brush I was talking about. So this is the Bold Metals 1203 from Real Techniques, but you see how it's kind of pinched in and it's super small? These are perfect to get into the crease, so we're gonna grab that guy too. I probably need to declutter some of these, but brushes, sometimes I get ones and I don't really know what to do with them, and then some time will go by and I'll be like, I'll watch a video or I'll get inspiration from somewhere, and then I'll be like, oh, don't I have that brush? And I end up getting a lot of use out of something I hadn't used before. So really like that. Gonna put this, oh, I want to pull this. This is actually Jan. She is a subscriber and friend, gave me this, and I still haven't used it, girl, but this is the It Cosmetics Heavenly Skin Perfecting Skin Brush. And so this is, I believe, for foundation. So I'm going to give it a little wash and use this as well. And now everything fits in here nicely. And let me show you what it looks like. So, oops, zoom up, zoom up. Alright, so here's what we look like. So here are all the face brushes. Here are all the eye brushes. Like I said, I like to just stick them in this little pocket and not worry about the little containers. But like I said, these are nice and big that you can fit these bigger handled brushes in and multiples. So there's 3 brushes in each, except for these 2. But yeah, alright, let's put everything together now, for real. Alright, I'm going to put everything away. I just want to show you a little sneak peek of a Sephora order. A haul try on will be filmed this weekend, so you'll see it next week on my channel. Little teaser for you guys, but I'm gonna put this makeup away. Alright guys, so here we are. We have the Violet Voss palette just sitting on top because there is not room. These are just samples that I need to like figure out, I don't know. But here are basically the products I start out with. So those are all there. And then I move into setting my face. So here are those products. And then I move on to the rest of my face. So here's bronzer, blush, highlights. And then the finishing touches, the Hourglass, and lips, mascara, all that kind of stuff. And then this cord is just to my light over here, so don't mind that guy. But then this just sits on top here, and then my beauty blender I need to open up, wash, and use. So, and also along there are my setting sprays. I just leave them all out and use them as I please. Okay, guys. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Happy New Year, first makeup basket in 2019. Whoop whoop. They are posted every week, so please subscribe, turn on your notifications, and come back for them. We talk a lot about makeup, nutrition, and fitness on this channel, so please, I would love to have you be a part of our family. Anyways, that is all for you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!